Good afternoon. Gonna do some streaming. Hey Daz, how's it going? I'm not sure what I'm gonna work on. Just pushed out an update for the Magic mod, so I gotta kind of have to wait for feedback on that. Juno! I could... There was something, some like little fun thing that I wanted to do, but I don't know how real I want it to be, so I don't want to say anything in the Magic mod. But I thought it would be neat, because it seems like some people... people have a problem with the elementals, right? I don't know if it's just too hard for them. I don't know. I was thinking of making a mask or some kind of item that you could put on that would reduce the aggro range. Now, I don't know if I want it to be a real thing. I don't know. It may be a pain in the butt. It may not be worth it. Then I got to think about, well, how do you get it? How do you make it? You know, is there, and of course it's like, well, what about one that makes you to where you don't get aggroed? I'd have to do some AI hacking stuff. So I don't know how real I want that to be. But I also wanted to make a, like, glasses or something that made it to where you could... I would basically move clairvoyance from something that a Rust mage would have, right? A tier 2 mage, to just like an object that you could put on and you can see what the resistances and stuff are. You know, like a pair of glasses. Elementals aren't hard to kill individually. They just tend to blindside me. Yeah. Yeah, they're not really too bad. But yeah. So it was either going to be something like that or the machine mod. I've been doing some work on the machine mod. You know what? We'll start off with the machine mod. Kind of take a look at how things are now. Make sure I hop in the right game, the right world. Man, it's cold in this room. Brr. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Friday, right? Is it Friday? I think it's Friday. I think it is Friday. Tis Friday indeed. Yeah, it means I got the weekend. So, things are more complete now in this mod. Things like the clothing kits and stuff, I shrunk things down, kind of made things look good. Basically all the keys are done, all the batteries are done, the seat's done. This has been scaled appropriately. The speed adapters, I expanded those. The basic storage container, I still need to actually make a model. I just did a like a quick down and dirty kind of gold chest for it, but it still works. And everything kind of sits in pretty nicely. So the speed here, for instance, let me just go into here we go. So when you put in the speed adapter based on the one that you put in, it actually does increase the overall speed of your machine, right? Like the storage is, you know, completely usable. The key, putting it in the ignition works. The battery completely works as well. So each one of these machines will have, like, I think it's, what, 10 minutes? Yeah. So they have an internal just max capacity of 10 minutes. And then when you start putting in batteries, you can increase that maximum. Now, you'll see here that this was charged to 1 hour, and I just took out the battery, right? So the capacity shrunk quite a bit, so the time's in red. So what I have happen here is if you are above whatever the capacity is for the machine, instead of ticking once per second, it ticks 5 per second. So you start to hemorrhage pretty quickly until you get to whatever your cap is, and then it does the does the normal stuff. Ooh, something you put on your face that has effects does sound really cool. Aggro sounds like it may be hard to modify elegantly. Yeah, that one is going to be harder to do. And it would be specific to the elementals. Hood plus mask is mage, drip is pretty... Kino? Yeah, the hoods, I've tried a couple hoods. They don't really look good in this game. At least the ones that I've made. So it's not going to be anything fancy like a hood. You know, it's going to be some quick down and dirty thing. Who knows? It may end up being a monocle. I don't know. Something quick. But it was an idea that I wanted to do. I want to potentially make a way in game for people to unlearn magic as well, so they don't have to use the admin tool. A couple times people were like, I was tricked into unlocking magic and now I want to remove magic. It's like, well, you know, right now the only way to do that's with the admin tool. So maybe make some in-game way for you to erase all of your magic progress. And that's the thing. It's gotta fully erase it. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna shut it off for now, and then I'm gonna hop back in right where I left off. Nope. So I got this new drink I'm gonna try. It is Sprite Chill. It's supposed to be cherry lime. Let's see. Let's see how good it is. Oh. Oof, I don't know about that. Oh. Oof. I don't know. Okay, maybe. I don't know. It was okay. No, it's not expecting that. You know, as it sits right now with this mod, I think the flying machine part, like, this is pretty much done. Pretty much done. You can get in this thing, right? You can get in this thing. You could pop in your key. You could turn it on, right? You could fly around. The module slots work. Like you saw here. We'll go into. Let's go fly. Right. If I take this out. So this is what the standard speed is. Kind of zoom out a little bit here. Not that fast, right? There we go. Oops. There we go. Put that in. I'm gonna have to work on that. That was the tier 3. I wonder if I have to shut it on and off again. Nope. All right, let's fix that right now. I thought I added that last night. This is definitely not faster. Let's take a quick... Oh, I changed it. That's right. There used to be only one speed adapter. Now there are 3 different tiers. So let's go into here, mountable. We're going to look for speed adapter. Oh, I only had it for speed adapter 1. That's what it was. Paste. So speed adapter 1. Yeah, but these, I think you can still make these the old way. I have to do like a gameplay loop kind of thing. But I think this mod is like ready for people to start testing. Kind of playing with the slots and everything. Ignition key, here we go. Speed adapter, that's right. It's not just like -1 or anything. It's going to be speed adapter -basic, speed adapter -advanced. Let's copy this. Speed adapter -mastercraft. This would be 2, 3, and 4. Hey, look at that. So that's how fast these can go with, like, the max speed adapter for the flying. It handles pretty well, too. Oh, ran right into that. So I think that feels pretty good. All right, let's hop down. Boop. Let's take out the key, right? Let's shut this off. Hop out. But yeah, everything should be pretty good to go. Oh, you know what? There is one thing that I wanted to check. I don't know if I like the fact that this changes. This texture changes. You know what? I think it's fine. I don't think anyone else is gonna really notice. But yeah, a lot of the stuff for this mod is done. It's donezo. Boop. All right, let's go into the magic mod. I thought I'd have more to do in this one. I think it's just ready for some play tests. Build. There we go. All right, let's hop in. So I gotta open my folder. Let's get rid of my magic mod in there. Reload. And we'll go into this world. So what am I gonna work on? I guess if I were to, I don't know, should I work on a spell? Maybe not. Should I work on... You know what I should do? I should make a block that is a debug block for shaders. Should probably do that. Or, you know, I could just link it into the debug block itself. Some kind of shader logic to test. I could work on equipment. You know, I did want to do some equipment actually. Let's look at bracelets. GM2 equipment. So I have the Traveler's Soul, 10% movement speed. I have the Mark of Eternity, which is increasing buff duration by 2 times. We got the Heart of Harmony, which is no stability loss while meditating. And we have the Codex of Destruction, which increases spell damage by 25%. What did I want to make? What did I want to make for armor? I could make one called, like, Elemental Harmony. Maybe that could be my test. I could make a bracelet called Elemental Harmony. And maybe that would make it to where elemental creatures don't aggro you, or aggro you from, like, you'd have to be much, much closer to them. Alright, let's do it. Elemental Harmony. Wait, do I already have like a Harmony name already? Heart of Harmony. Maybe I could do Elemental Resonance then. All right, let's pull up that equipment. Armor arm. Elemental. I know I'm gonna misspell it, so I'm just gonna look it up. Resonance. Yeah, I was right. I was right. There we go. Resonance decreases. For now, I'll just say decreases elemental aggro range. Question mark. Yeah, there's something about masking diffusing. If you want to, if you're trying to blend it in, not to have them detect you as much, because they don't currently aggro non-magic users. Yeah, they don't. This is more like a proof of concept. If you realize that, like, these bracelets, you cannot get them without admin right now. And really it's to, like, I did the run speed because that is the link into the player buffs, right? The default player stats. The buff increased duration links into, you know, that whole buff duration stack. You know, the meditation links into the actual meditation. You know what I mean? Like, these are just the different things. The Codex of Destruction was the first thing. That was the proof of concept for elemental attunement. Right? POC makes sense? Yeah. So this is another one of those things where it's like, okay, you have an item and it does blank, right? Because if it turns out like it works well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a bracelet, right? Like a, you know, like the bracelet, it could turn into anything. At that point, you're just making a new item and, you know, having it keyed to another slot. But behind the scenes, when you equip that, no matter what slot it's in, it's going to do the same thing, right? So I have no idea if this is even possible. It probably is. Anything's possible with code. I don't know how much effort it's going to take. That's better. Hey, Torch. Howdy, howdy. All right. Should I make... Maybe I should make something... I did like the idea of having, like, glasses that you'd put on that would show you the elemental attributes of things. Like, that would be what clairvoyance turns into. You know, there's a whole other side of this, too, to where, like, I could have it to where if you have your... like a torch or something, or, you know, some kind of item in your offhand, I could do things with that too. All right, so for now it's just going to be called Elemental Resonance. All right, we're going to copy this. We're going to paste this in. So far, I'm just going to have it do 10 mana. Just so I know that it is valid equipment. And we are going to copy and paste this. We're going to give it a unique look, right? Gotta make it look good. Feels very Thaumcraft, and I'm here for it. I do like the Magitech kind of stuff. I do like that theme. All right, let's take a look at some in-game assets I could use. Survival, here we go. Let's go into textures, block. Let's do metal first. We'll do metal. Ingot's probably going to be the best. Door? This isn't right. There we go, ingot, there. Bismuth right off the bat. Bismuth. Am I using bismuth already? I'm not. All right, bismuth it is. So this is going to be bismuth. All right, what kind of crystal are we going to use? Let's go into here. Let's do stone. Mineral. Nope. That's not what I want. Ah, this is all different now. That is not diamond. There's a slot for gemstone, right? Here we go, gem. There we go. What am I using? I just want it to look different so I can eyeball it easier. So I'm using red, I'm using blue, I'm using yellow. What about emerald? Green? Onyx. Oh, look at that, onyx. Onyx is a real thing in this game? No. It's not. I see the textures you're trying to put in there, game. I see. You know what? We're gonna use onyx. I think onyx looks pretty cool. Onyx, ONYX. I think that's all I need to do initially just to get the item in game, because I built all the other stuff. So let's reload. Little pie in the sky, but speaking of the offhand thing, imagining something that would maybe screw with your vision somewhat significantly, but let you see rifts elementals from much further away, making it so that maybe hard to see normal blocks properly. Yeah, I don't know how to do any of that though. You're talking about shaders at that point, and that is my weakest thing. Not only that, I would probably default to having it be a piece of equipment that you put on, just because while you hold an item in your offhand, the refreshing and the double checking that it's still there would put a lot of idle chatter in, you know, because you have to keep making sure, like, if this is equipped in your offhand, then run all this code repeatedly. Once you put something on, it does like an initial check, and then that's it. And then when you take it off, it does one more check. So let's pull out, we should have a new item. There it is. So this is going to be elemental resonance. I don't like the combination. Here, we'll put it on. So my mana did increase by 10. Yep. Which makes sense. Let's see what it looks like. That's all right. You know, it can't, I don't think the gems can be onyx. Onyx looks cool, but it would have to be a different metal, maybe. I'll make it a different metal. I do want this to be onyx. Metal. Uranium, I should use. Uranium! You know, I am gonna make a uranium. Here we go. Or zinc. You know what? Zinc. We'll just do zinc. Nah, I'm gonna do uranium. Who am I kidding? Uranium. Uranium. There we go. All right, so we'll get into the actual, you know, the effect of this right after this. I think my next step on MP server is just spam ciphers. So many ciphers. Oh wait, I still need to hook up runestones to the celestial prism. Yeah, you gotta list. Exactly, seems like shader heavy. Yeah. All right. You know what? I think that is a cool looking combo. Hold on. Yeah, that looks pretty good, I think. It's perfect. Okay, so now that this is equipped, I need to figure out how I'm going to make a change in my code. This is a good question. So I could do this a couple of ways. I could reach in and see like, hey, if you have this item on, then ignore or change the range, the seek range. It's a good question. All right, let me see what I could do. I think the best thing to do would be to maybe make a watched attribute on the player, and then when you equip this thing, I can flag that watched attribute as true, and then you will be able to, then it could just run like the code, like I could just put a hook into that bool, or maybe I'll make it an int. But I can just run, you know what I mean? I could do checks off of that, and then when you take it off, I can then, you know, set that back to false, or make it 0 if I make it an int. Maybe. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's go into the armor section here. Where is it? Wearable magic stats. And I am looking for this section here. So I would have to make something. Kind of worries me here. It says, welcome to the chat room. Something just happened. Let's take a quick look here. No, I don't think so. Hopefully I'm still streaming. We'll see. I just talked to myself. So I could make a new magic stat modifier. Let's take a quick look. Maybe that would be the better solution long term. I could call it like elemental creature stealth, maybe. You know, and before I go any further, let's take a quick look at the AI tasks too. So it's going to be like seek and seek entity. All right, so I'm looking for seek range. Which is this guy right here, which we come down to should execute. So you get a target entity, which in this case would be the player. So in here already, I would have to make sure you have direct line of sight and you have direct contact. And then I can do another thing that says if like if this has direct contact of 1, right? We'll do 1 and 1. Oh, you know, it can't be that. Let's do something like 3 and 3. Return false, right? So this is only going to affect the drones for now, and actually the Ravagers. But I need to put something else in here. So what if I also have to say, ooh, here, let's cut this out. Let me pop it in here for the player check. That way I can just tap into player dot has, you know, I'll make this easy. Hand. Let's look at your active hand. Dot let's do a check to make sure that it is not empty, and I'm completely bypassing the equipment I just made. We're gonna make it this this staff. No, we're not, because that name's too long. Wand. So fireball? Fireball 0? Damn it. Let me... Here, I know. Enchanted Stone. That's gotta be a quick one. There we go. Yeah, it's just called Enchanted Stone. Perfect. So, if in your active hand, do player, item stack, slot, item stack, collectible, code, path, equals Enchanted Stone, and whoops, there we go. There. So basically, if you have something in your hand and that something is an enchanted stone and you are not close, then it's going to terminate the aggro. So in this test, basically with this enchanted stone in my hand, I should be able to get pretty close to elementals. Let's make it daytime for testing. There we go. And let's get the drones. There we go. Lightning drone. Why not? Why not? See, that guy saw me like right away. See if I can outrun him. Fuck you, buddy. Come on, man. No! These son of a bitches. I should have just popped into other game mode to lose aggro. Should have done it. You win this round. So yeah, he sees me like right away on the platform. Now if I have an enchanted stone in my hand, right? We'll GM1. So I got enchanted stone in my hand. He should see me within 3 blocks about. Oh, there we go. So that greatly reduced it. So that close. So that's basically what would happen. Now I guess what if it's like this? Would people want an offhand item to be able to have as like a warding talisman, you know, for elementals? Would that be a little better? So you're not like getting equipment, it's something that is, you know, kind of, you throw it in your offhand. Really the only cost would be, of course, the extra saturation, you know what I mean? Because for having something in your offhand, you know, it makes your hunger go down a little faster. I could make it look like I don't know, uranium fever. You getting the radiation sweats. Ooh, totally. Then you're choosing to have that protection. Yeah, right? And it's not complete protection, right? It's not complete. GM1, right? Like, I can get pretty close to these guys. But watch, I take it off. As soon as he does his check, there it is. Maybe it could be a but also I guess I gotta think of it this way. Oh, you know what? Okay, so it's not a forever item. I could make it cheaper to make. Ooh, I could get pretty deep with this. Hold on, let me think this through. I can have it to where each time it protects you from being seen, it can mark one durability off of this offhand item, right? Because that way you don't have one item that you make and it's just good forever, right? Maybe this is something that only mages can make, right? Because they're the ones that would need protection. My first thought was I can make one that protects against certain elements, elementals, because now you only get two that spawn per season, right? Although I think that would be a little much. Maybe it would just repel all that. I like that a little more. That it would just like repel all things. Like not repel, but just lower the aggro of all elemental like magical creatures, except for bosses, right? I want to see how much it would be. So that's 3. What if I did 1? Could I like almost come up and give it a kiss at this point? I thought he was coming after me. It's not bad. Oh, 1? I don't think you could do 1, right? I'd have to like willingly get close to him. There we go. And he's still he got mad because I got too close. So what if I did 2? I wonder what like the minimum amount would be. There. I don't think you could do less than 3. I think we nailed it. There's probably something weird oh yeah, there's probably something weird going on there. Wow. I was in his bubble. He just popped my bubble. Seriously? Cool. Good game. Whew, that's so good. Spawn me literally into a mountainside. Cool. So I think 3's gonna be like the max. So that's pretty neat. I guess I could take this a step further now. What if I make an offhand item that allows you to see the elemental weaknesses and stuff? I guess we're kind of getting into the thermometer now, right? Where you're holding on to the thermometer and looking at things. This is a pretty nifty idea too. Having so I wanted to have it to where you put down runes. What is today's date? Oh, it's April. Oh, that's why water elementals came, because it is technically raining. All right. Yeah, it's just I'm a little higher up over here, so it's considered snow, but... Okay. So yeah, that guy spawned nicely. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I could open this system up here. Maybe I should bring back the focus. Make an elemental focus. Make it like a warding. Focus of warding. Or focus of protection. Although now I gotta think ahead, right? People will see this and they'll say, oh, can it be for all creatures? That would be different. That'd be different code. Is that something to shield the magic projectiles? Oh, you could just use a shield now. That is another system that I do want to redo. So I think you can... I gotta keep that stone now. That stone's valuable. Let's get a sentry. Oh, hold on. Oh, duh. There we go. Okay, now I can block. Was it only with... Hold on. GM2... Oh, it was the Blackguard shield I tested with. I thought it was a little too good. Let me pull up the Blackguard shield. That's the shield. Let me actually look at the difference between these two. Block chance 100%, 12 points of damage, 7 points of damage, melee attack 5.5. Interesting. All right. It's GM1. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's not doing it now. Did I change something? This guy's gonna kill me. I think I started to gut it. Hold on, let me take a quick look. I think I started to cut that out already. Because I wanted to make magic stats. So mod system wearable, no. Alright, where is that? Crap. What did I call that file? You know, I think it was in magical stats. It was just further down. Yep, here it is. Apply elemental shield. So shield slot, shield is projectile. Hold on. Let's save and quit here. Let's put this wonderful mod back on. Oh, it's so good. What does this crap need? Thought there was another mod that you needed with it. We'll see. I think I was experiencing the bug at the same time here where combat overhaul does something to projectiles. I can't even lift my shield now? Can't even lift the shield now? Did it change? I thought it was sneak. Is it not sneak? Son of a bitch. How do you put your shield up? Offhand primary. Offhand block, tier 5. Tier 7 protects all body. I don't know how I got the same effect. Weird. I don't know. That one's weird. I think I'm gonna have to take a blow to the face. With and without the shield to see if it actually does anything. I thought I started to gut that system though. Alright, let me remove that and that. There we go. Just the magic. You know, we can remove ice blocks too. I don't need that. Ooh. So far, we're going to have an offhand item that reduces your aggro range. I don't even know if that's a good idea, honestly. Because, I mean, silent steps should be what you want to do to reduce aggro range. I'm curious. That's what it was. Yeah. So it wasn't necessarily projectiles. It's the fact that it blocks elemental damage now. That's what it is. Okay. So I guess it wasn't projectiles. Projectiles still rock you. Unless let's see, protection chance. So instead of dash projectile, I would probably want to... Source entity, creatures, projectiles. So it would be a spell projectile, I believe. All right, let me take a quick look here. Flag attribute, new bull attributes is projectile. Do the arrows actually, like, state that they are a projectile? I have no idea. Maybe. Alright, assets. Let's take a quick look here. So it would be entity... arrow? Is projectile true? I wonder if it's just as simple as registering that with, like, Rust Orb. Right, attributes is projectile. True. Transmutation's not really one. Rust Nova's not really one. Elemental Volley would be. No, no Corpse Explosion. Yeah, these other ones wouldn't be. It would just be these two. That dude's gonna knock me off right when I load back in. How unfair. Man, my phone is cold. It's cold in here. Oh, hey there. I got an enchanted stone, man. Whew. Just have to hold that enchanted stone. I'm good. Game mode. You know what? Let's just spawn this guy. I just did a double shield block with it. Wow. So I guess I just have to tag it as a projectile. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I want a little bit more control over it. So I should do is magic projectile. And for this attribute shield, I should probably put magic shield as well. Yeah, probably those two things are a good start. So this would be is magic. Wow. Is magic projectile. There we go. Which means that my offhand item Let's pull up a shield, because I think there's a shield section. Okay, this is from my ViesCraft machines mod. Let's just close that. There we go. So let's go into item types. Probably tool. There it is, shield. This is it. So I made a whole new section called Magic Shield. And then from there I can just prefix magic to all this stuff, and basically it would look for anything that is a magic shield. I'm kind of losing the scope of what I'm even working on here. I went from like creating a bracelet, right? A new bracelet that does nothing now. Are you all right, buddy? Did I break your brain? Does not compute. Hold on. Oh, I got nothing. Me. All right. I don't know. I don't think I want to make a magic shield right now. I don't think I want to. Not yet. Not yet. I gotta think that out. There are other things that I would rather do right now. So let me mark. Let me get rid of those. I don't know. Should I put something like something in the game where you can hold it as an offhand and it prevents aggro from creatures? Like, is that something that I should do? I guess I could make it like an attribute that you put on mana torches. You could just hold a mana torch. Hold a mana torch in your offhand and it lowers their aggro range. Only them. It's a nice idea and it makes sense as a trade-off versus having a lantern in the offhand. Oh yeah, mana torch, not a bad idea. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about it though. The mana torch would be... It would almost be like a beacon, right? Because it's literal like magical energy. And the whole lore behind why they aggro you is because when you don't have magic unlocked, you have no magical presence to them, right? Because it's not like they have eyes that can see. They're attracted to, you know, you as a mage because you are now emitting a source of magic, right, that they can see. So having a torch, like a big beacon, and being like, haha, I can hide from you. Matching with the lore will help things feel more cohesive, yeah. Although I guess you can make the argument that, well, it's such a bright source of like rust energy that it hides you. I guess I could make that argument, right? Because that's really like the rustic mana torch. It's like primordial, you know, energy. And then the other ones are, you know, just whatever the essence energy is. It's not necessarily you. Hey, make them more drawn to torches. The seek range jumps 10 if you have a mana torch on. No one would ever want to use mana torches as a light source. Yeah, that's a tough one, huh? And I guess if I should you sacrifice night, like your light at night, to hold one of these things? And then who's to say something like this, right? Like maybe it shouldn't be just an offhand thing. Maybe it should be a main hand thing also. Like, you could hold this in any hand, like whatever this totem, whatever I'm gonna make here, whatever it's gonna look like. Decisions. I don't know. I mean, it comes down to this. No matter what I pick, there's gonna be someone upset, so. It should just be built in. It should be equipment. I have to have my hands free. Holding an offhand version is maybe the crude low-level way to do it. Later on, I'm making something much more expensive. Lets it be equipable. I mean, but I gotta think of this too. Like, that's not a bad idea. But, I mean, it's only affecting elemental creatures, their aggro range. So, I don't know. That's why I'm like, how much effort do I put into this? And do I trivialize the fact that I want you in conflict with these things, you know? Like, I want you to fight these things. You have to fight these things. You know, I guess now I did put in the down and dirty barrel recipe in the recent update. But, you know, like, these things should be, like, I should probably focus on balancing these guys than adding ways for you to not have to interact with them at all. There we go, make it not rain. Oh, look at him. Hey, we got... Oh, fire and lightning, right? That was probably because of the rain. We force spawned that one. Poor thing. In a rainstorm. Nice cicada chirping in my ear. It's great. So, because I have this rock on, I can come right up to this guy. Pretty close. So, I'm not sure. That's why I said I didn't want to jump down the hole, because I don't know if this is something that I would want to keep. Like, is it too dirty, right? Too cheaty to just be like, yeah, hold this item and, you know, creatures can't attack you. I would almost think that. So right now, elemental creatures do not attack, you know, non-magic users. I think an item like this would have more value if they did, right? Like, maybe, like, if you get too close as a mage, as a non-mage to these guys, maybe they do aggro you, right? If you get within that, like, block or two space, right? Get in their personal bubble. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of things like outside of what I potentially have here. There's a good balance here. Somewhere. I just gotta find it, because obviously, like, it works. Holding on to an enchanted stone. If it's only functional while in offhand, that might not feel cheaty. Yeah, maybe. See, that guy's gonna see me, because I don't have the logic in for him. Am I? Oh, I'm in creative. Yep. Yeah. Bong. I don't know. Juno, you're the only one chatting right now. What do you think? Do you think this is a good idea? Bad idea? I mean, these guys are not exactly hard. And this is the other argument to that. I have spells in game that lowers your aggro range for all creatures. It's called Silent Steps. Like I think Silent Steps reduces your aggro range by quite a bit, like 60-80%, something like that for like the highest tier. Hellfire. An aggro range reduction may be something. Oh yeah, but yeah, like I said though, like Silent Steps works. So I'm basically making a version of Silent Steps that's not a spell. It's an item that you hold in your hand specifically for these guys. You know what? I think I did something to this one's brain. We're just gonna hide them. There we go. Never. Perfect. Never happened. Yeah, and with the update too, like and then some people are like, oh, I have too many, I have too little. Like again, like if these guys don't see you from super far away anymore, like I would rather fix the problem of like the spawn rates, which I have two big changes in. It's almost like, hey, have something to completely ignore drifters and shivers and or have it to where you need to walk literally up to them and give them a little tickle, right? I'm on the fence. I don't love getting hit by them out of nowhere, and having less aggro range would help hunt them if I'm low on crystals. But yeah, I think you have the right of it. Silent Steps does this. Yeah, you could just pop out Silent Steps, get that buff on you, and you're immune to and it's everyone's aggro range. I think, what are the... Yeah, so a 20% radius decrease, 40% and 60%. Could maybe make that. So that means that if it's a 10 block range, you could walk up within 4 blocks with the tier 3 version. There's certainly something to be said for making them either attracted to mana torches or attracted to other items that could be used in assistance farming with them. But making it fit your lore would be key. Not only that, that's actually pretty complex code as well. To have the it's a point of interest system, and it's kind of there's kind of a lot to it. Like they, for them to like see the torch and like want to run up to it and nest. Basically, it would be like nesting on it. I've done it before, but so I know it's a pain to do. I don't know, because then you would walk outside, right? And you'd have a mana torch at your front door to light something, and you try and go into your home, and you'd see like a handful of elementals staring at it. It's like, great, how do I get in my front door? I guess I can't use mana torches to light the outside where I walk. What if it's not a held item, but by placing an item, a small area is made invisible to them? I can't really do that, Lilith. The aggro range has nothing to do with the blocks that you have down. So that's not something that you could do, like, hey, there's a block position map here, and then get the player position if they are in whatever blocks that you put down with, you know what I mean? Like, there's not really, it's just, when you get close to it, like, they're constantly running AI tasks. This guy is sleeping, but, the other ones, like, as they're wandering around, they, they kick different AI tasks, and some of them is Seek Entity. So it just does a quick check around you, right? And it can see you before it aggroes you, but you're just not close enough for it to aggro yet. So that's different than locking it into, like, you placed a block here and now, they're gonna be invisible to that. So it's a little different. This is a tough one. This is tough. Also, less spawns means that you're gonna have... What is that thing doing? It was just like hump in the air. Wow. I guess it won't do it again. Maybe it was like stuck in animation. Yeah. See, I just don't know. I don't know if the solution is, you know, keep working on the spawn rates. I did tweak them, you know. It's not like I see a lot right now. I don't know. It's a tough one. Yeah, I suppose there's not really an air alternative block to block perception. Yeah, it would have to have a collision box with it to block line of sight. But drifters would still see you, right? So, I mean, this would only be for my creatures because of the AI task that I made to seek an entity. I made a custom one. I don't know. I guess for that, I just need more feedback. I think what that comes down to is I do need feedback. Let me pull this up here. So I'm gonna put a note with this. This can reduce aggro range. You know what that also means, though, doing it this way? It means that I would have to make new AI tasks or add to this to make it to where, like, this doesn't work with boss mobs. Because eventually you're going to be, or summon creatures, right? So eventually you're going to be summoning creatures. And I don't want you to have one of these cheat stones so you can get up nice and close to it and prepare. So I'd have to make this more robust, I think. Just a little bit. If an item is held. So for now, I'll have to come back to it. I'm not sure how I feel. Like, I'm torn. Like, it's a cool idea. But I mean, it's only for mages. Joined the stream even though I've never played this mod. Guess I have to start playing VS again and get feedback. Hey. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you know, it's free. At least the mod is. Throw that. I don't know. I think if the aggro range has been greatly reduced for these guys. I just have to get the spawning just right. You know, no one complains about the bow torn or the shivers, right? Like, oh, they're, you know, it's something that you just kind of deal with. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. I think kind of ruins my. I can make a magic shield, I guess. Maybe I should do that. Should I just try and work on the magic shield system? I got a little time. Got the game, just never played it since this mod existed, but it sounds awesome on the ModDB page. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, magic spells and all. Pew. Pew pew. Oh, I guess I could try and make more spells. Asterbrook had the name of Clarity in there for a spell. So now I'm like, ooh, that could be a good buff, but what would it do? Could make the Clarity spell. What else? What can I work on now? Do you think, I don't know, Juno, should I bother making a magic shield system? Not sure. guess if I'm stumped, I could just go to the machine mod and work on that some more too. Because I mean, I just put out an update. I don't know. You know what I want to do? I would love to minimize or get rid of a lot of these sigils and have just one kind. Right? So it's not like the sigil of creation 1, 2, and 3. Right? It would be like just the sigil of creation. The only problem, I think the only reason why I have like 1, 2, and 3 is because of the highlight system. So like if you put one of these down, here, we'll put it right there. Where's my magic chalk? There we go. This item is beyond your comprehension. Oh, it's the tier 3 version. Great. There we go. Right? So this is the only reason why I have it, because these torches change. So each one, like, you can't dynamically say, oh, it needs to be this item, or it could be this item, or it could be that item. It's more of like a blanket statement. And it's different with like the mana torches. So I don't know. I think a ward that you can cast or maybe channel that blocks magic could work. Like Skyrim's wards. Not sure how to do that. Kind of like this is the first thing I think of is like the World of Warcraft, like the anti-magic shell. With the right spawning ratios, I could see a lot working, but I think there's some annoyances may arise with the fact they seem to fly and shoot projectiles. Well, yeah, you're talking, and this is the other confusing part. When I'm getting feedback on this, people are not using like the right names for things. They're like, yeah, the sentinels are hard, and it's like, it's a sentry or a drone. Like, the sentinel is the boss monster that you're probably saw in creative that does nothing. If that thing is beating you up, you may want to just, play in creative, because it literally has no attacking AI. Like, it's not doing anything to you but wandering around. So it's hard to balance this stuff, right? It's like, well, what specifically is it? Because like the drones they're completely different than the sentries. Let me see here. Let's go into a creative world. I mean, let's take a look at the sentry. All right, there we go. Oop. Nice flat world. I will spawn some sentries in, and we'll see how close we can get to them before they attack. It used to be 25 blocks, so you're welcome, everyone, for reducing that. They used to be like sharpshooters. Yeah, the magic world. All right, sentry. Let's do frost. I never get to do frost. Boop. Oh, before I do that, let's make it daytime. And this right here is the reason why they needed such a longer range. There we go. Because they can fly pretty high in the sky. And you notice that too. That's something that they do. They will attack you sometimes before they even aggro you. It's like, what the hell's he doing? Running away from me? What was that about? It's like he wasn't fully aggroed on me. I do like the new frost textures. Oh, screw you, buddy. Oh, let me see if the warding ritual works. I'd never tested it on a flying creature. He doesn't know where to path. Okay, he finally got scared. Let me spawn another one of these. Man, they run away from these. Trying to run away. You know, that's kind of amusing. You know what I could do? Let me take a look at drifters. All right, drifter. Let's go down to AI tasks. We have flee, melee attack, priority 2. Okay. I'm gonna try something with the sentry. All right, where's my sentry logic? Creature sentry. Okay, so it's not this. So it's going to be shoot projectile. This right here. Maybe I don't want to subdivide it out into another slot. And maybe I want this up higher. So this could be like 6.5, 6.4, and then we can go down from there. So let me see here, because this may fix that weird, like, because right now it has 2 brains. It has the movement seek brain, and then there's the secondary brain of attacking, which is why, like, it's not aggroed on you, but it's shooting a ball at you. Maybe this would help. Man. Don't you hit me. See, it's just weird. And now it's not shooting at all. Oh, I need a priority for cancel, huh? This needs a priority for cancel here. Yep. All right, let's try that. Burr, 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 burr. Do 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 do. All right, it's 3:30. I got a little longer. It's not doing anything, huh? It's like he's trying to get to me. Seems like it's worse. The AI is worse. I'm just trying to, like, lead him back here. There we go. I just wanted to heal. Jerk. I don't know, that just doesn't feel right. Wonder if I need this. I may not need this. No, I'm gonna rearrange this a little bit. So why don't I make this like... I suppose I could make this maybe like 7. Right, so we'll go into that, and then we will go into the aggro, which would be 6.5 for a priority. Seek range. Oh, seek range is 14 on these? I thought I lowered it to 12. I mean, what if I make it 10? No. Yeah, I'll make it 10. We'll try 10 for that. Seek range of 14. Follow time, I will increase, though. Make that 10, make that 8. Make that 6. All right, let's try this. Well, that's gonna hit me. That's gonna maybe it won't. Do 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 do. Feels a lot better. He does 2 animations though, right? For the attack, it's like he shoots, and then it's like he sees you, and then he puts his hands up again. So this does seem like it's solid right now. I guess I could deal with the extra animation. I don't think there's literally anything else I can do. I'm not sure I need a lot of these aggros. Let me try and get rid of them. And let me have it to where maybe from 12 blocks away. All right, let's reload. All right, we'll see what this feels like. Okay. So how close can we get to this guy? So what is the range of the projectile? That is 10 block range. But we have a seek range of 12. But it's shooting the fireball. Right? Shooting the ball. And then it's not going to the aggro range here. Let me take one more look. Right, because I have a cooldown here, minimum maximum cooldown, a release at the duration. Ooh, you know what? It could be the duration that's making it do it double. So what if I make this 800? Make that 1,000. All right, so the seek, I think I want to put a minimum cooldown and a maximum cooldown. Let me try that. We'll get these sentries feeling good. Or at least feeling better. Do 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 ba bum 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 boo boo boo. See, it does like another. But it's not really chasing me anymore. It's shooting me, but it's not chasing me. I think maybe this is why I had multiple aggros. What about the shiver? What does the shiver do? All right, AI task. So it has a flea. It's got 2 different fleas. We do our melee attack. All right. And then it has seek entity. The search wait. That's new. So it waits 2 seconds. There's some new things in here. Execution chance. See, this thing sees you from 20 blocks away. No one complains about that. Freaking range of 20. This thing can smell you. So what if I try to adapt some of this here? Down, King of Bones with the coral crown. So we got move speed, got an animation speed. I think those are fine. I have a direct line of sight here. Execution chance. So there's a 50-50 chance that this thing is going to like try and eat your biscuits then. Interesting. And then he just got a bunch of idols. So this is really... That's kind of what it is here. Seek range 12. Yeah, and that seek range is only 10. And what if I drop it to 8? Alright, let's reload. So is there something that I have wrong here? With like, so attack, right? Attack and then walk. Like it's like doing 2 attacks. So weird. You know what? I'm gonna get to the bottom of that. Yeah, I will in a moment. The animation, I guess I can't get hung up on the animation. Search weight radius. Execution chance. Animation by duration. Oh, look. Okay, so this is the other thing here. I'm looking at the shiver. Right? This is its melee attack. But it puts it in slot 1. So what does it have slot 1 keyed for? Slot 0. Right, so it's just using an arbitrary slot number. Because slot 0 is flee. So I wonder if I do want a slot number in here. I'm gonna try and make it slot 1. So shoot projectile. There. Oh, I had slot 2 in there. Boop. So slot 1. Make sure I don't have anything keyed up for slot 1. Nope, aggressive on damage is slot 2. Alright, let's reload. I think I'll need one more chase in here. All right, let's see. Oh, you know what I could also do? I may not have it in here. Because it was wandering around. I think I know why I had multiple aggros. Right, and this would be like 11. This would be aggro 2. This would be 10. Alright, let's reload. Because right now, it's not aggressive enough when it sees you to, like, run after you. It's kind of lumbering around doing its own thing. While it's shooting at you. Like, it should be coming towards you while shooting. That way it gets closer to the ground so you can hit it. See, I was gonna say, like, it's not really aggroing. I wish this wasn't so weird.
There's some random dude. What do you want?
All right, I'm back. That's someone at the door. Oh, I got clocked. See, that's the behavior I would expect. See, it like wanders way more than it should. So walk, animation, speed, priority for cancel. And then we jump up in priority quite a bit. So these are the aggros, which kind of felt good once it started to do the aggro. This right here is what's making me question things. The projectile. I wonder if I take it off of slot 1 with everything else now, if it would feel better. Oh no, it's coming. Bing, bum, bada, bum, 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 bada, bum, bada, dum, bum, bum. Okay, he saw me. This feels pretty good. He's not getting like hung up and doing the extra arm thing now. Now he did. I walk away. All right. It feels a little better than it was, maybe. I think it's still weird that the seek range should only be 8 for this. But there are times when he's just sitting there, right? Unless the search wait time is killing it here. Let's try this. Do 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 do. I feel tired. Okay, guys wandering around. I mean, it looks like he was going for me, and then he shot at me. See, it's like there's this like range where he's shooting. Hold on, let me take a look at the what is it here? Magic projectile. Let me take a, maybe I have it hard-coded by accident. Shoot magic projectile. Duration, release set. I am looking specifically for seek range. Which would be part of this task here, right? So let me look at range is max distance. This max distance. Oh, wait a minute. 15 max distance. Do I have max distance? Hold on. No, I don't. So it's defaulting to 15 no matter what I put in here. I don't think seek range does anything. I don't think seek range does anything. It's gotta be max distance. Oh no. So what does a max distance of 10 feel like instead of freaking 15? Wow. Guess we all make mistakes. Maybe that's why people are like, oh man, it's like a sharpshooter. Oh. Okay. So he's off doing his own thing. Hey, he's aggroing me first. Okay. So he's wandering around. Now, see, this is where 10 blocks doesn't feel good for the aggro. Well, for the shooting, that feels pretty good. But having it be the aggro range as well, that doesn't really feel good. And remember, with slopes and stuff, if it's sitting higher up because it's above the trees, it's just never gonna see you. So let me go down to here. Let's bump up the aggro seek range here. 12 and 10. All right, another reload. What is it not like? Something with the mesh? Can I just continue? What, it didn't like this reload? Jesus. No issues. Alright, just forget about me for a moment. I love the wolf over there walking. Hey, that was actually pretty good. So he started to come towards me. It's like he gets stuck in the animation loop there. It's like a fake out. Okay. That feels pretty good. Now, what if I hit him, right? He should just be, like, aggroed onto me now. He's not. So this is all kind of making sense now. Reason why I had some things the way I did. That's why you need this. The old on-hit aggro. Which is also why this probably should be in slot 1, maybe slot 2. Let me try slot 2 again. And we're gonna reload. Because while that thing is like aggroed onto me, it needs to be actively chasing me. Alright, so okay, that's pretty good. It's coming towards me. So if I hit it, now we're in combat mode. It's got to be kind of close, right? There we go. Now, what if I do something? Let me do another projectile. I don't know if I could do this. Let's make that 10. I don't think it does anything. All right. I don't know. I guess it feels okay. I think I know why I had this at 25 too. When in emotional state, aggressive on damage. Do 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 do. Oh, geez. Run away in fear. I'll teach you. Of course, I made this guy run away too. All right. Oh, he sees me. That was pretty good. I think that was pretty good, right? So he's doing his own thing, right? And then I get close enough to him. There, he sees me. And then he gets within range to start shooting. And if I hit him... I think I may want to put a priority for cancel. May want to put that, let's see. So 7.47. Let's do priority for cancel 7.1. There we go. And I believe animation speed 2.5, right? 2.5. Let's make it look a little different. Let's make it 3.5. Let's run through the animations a little bit faster. And let's come over here, desktop, model creator. All right, let's do open. And Rustbound Magic. Ooh, this. Resources. Assets. Shapes. Entities. Creatures. Elementals. Sentry. Let's go to keyframe. Attack. Oh, rewind. Stop. When the activity stops, you should... That's why it was doing the second, because it did the attack and then it was done, right? And then it rewound it so it did the attack in reverse, which is why it looked a little weird. You know, why don't we just do a quick little, like a little ease out, right? On animation end, ease out. On activity stopped, you know, maybe we just do a stop. Let's try that. Let's do a quick, let's see, for idle. Yeah, that's fine for idle to repeat. I think for dead, it should be hold, right? Play till end and then hold. I don't think that's really gonna matter, but it's probably what it should be. All right, let's reload again. This thing is like migrating towards wolves. That's not cool. Delicious. I love how the wolves aren't moving. It's not me. Oh, fuck you, wolf. Yeah, run away. Dummy. Alright, you saw me. No double. Oh, he's like, oh shit. Run away. He's gonna run right into that one. Oh, you son of a bitch. Really? All right. Hey, so it's doing the hurt aggro right now. It's kind of walking around. I think that's an acceptable range, right? And then it starts coming towards you. And if I hit you... Whoosh. Yeah, see, it tried, but I ran out of range there. So the Drifter throw, how far away is that? The seek range is 15 for that, but the... Oh, so it doesn't have the max range, so drifters can throw stones at you from 15 blocks away. There's a yaw inaccuracy. I kind of want to see what that does. A little bit. Boop. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. Come on. You know, that may not do anything. Yeah. Damn. That was like a delayed one. So it's wandering right now. There we go. Now it's chasing me. So it's stuff like that that's got to be smoothed out a little bit. I'm wondering if I don't need... Oh, wait, that's the shoot projectile. This is what I think I don't need. Not sure if I need a hit aggro. Which means I don't think I need a priority for cancel. Try and embrace the split brain. I'm gonna die. I gotta put down a heal. Boom, 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 boom. I don't trust anything. Where'd he go? Oh, he's way up there. All right. I was getting a little woozy anyways. Game mode 2. There it is. Ah, feels better. Let's do nature. Oh, wait. There we go. Look, see, that guy just wandered right past me. Police. Okay, they're not like super sharpshooters anymore, I don't think. They're pretty easy to run away from. What is the speed? 1.18? Alright, 0.18. Alright. 0.18. Seek range, follow time, min cooldown, max cooldown. Yeah. I think they're feeling better. Maybe, or it's back to where it was before. I don't know. If anything, we found out that the attack range has been reduced on these guys. Now it's within 10 blocks from where you are to where they are. Wow. Yeah, it blasted me. This is literally how you can fight these guys. Alright? You come in, wait for them to attack, go into them, hit them, run through them, off to the side, right? Hit them, run through them. There we go, off to the side, hit them, run through them. There we go. Literally what I do with spears to kill these guys. I'm gonna say, lesser fireball. Boop. Boom. Dead. One more. I put a buff on myself. Boop. All right, I think it's good. Too bad I just put out an update. Just put out an update. It's too bad. It's too bad. I don't want to put out another one just with what I did here. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. So the dead animation. The walk animation. All right. All right, we'll close that out. Maybe we'll find someone to raid. Maybe that's what we'll do. I do want to test a couple things in this mod first, though. Bum, 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 bum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Machines mod. All right. I got a lot of crap in my hands. Get rid of it all. There we go. So we'll take that out and place that down. Yeah, that's right. So I got to figure out what the temporal assembly slot's going to do. What is that going to be responsible for? Splash. I wonder if instead of temporal assembly, if it should just be like the engine. You know, because it is cool to like have that. I think it'd be pretty cool to like, maybe I could gut this to where it's just kind of empty, and then it's not a temporal. The temporal assembly is more than just the chip, but this would be where you like equip it. So I would still have the shelf, so you could still put the battery on there. But the rest of this stuff would be like the engine. Although, what would it do, right? What would it do? I wonder if this this temporal assembly here, I wonder if I should just like get rid of it. Right? Like, do I just get rid of it? All right, let's pick this up. Whoops. I mean, so that would be how I repair. There. Boom. So you make this from a frame. I guess I got to think about how... I got to think this through a little bit. Got the driver's seat, the ignition key, the lantern slot, the utility slot, which you could put a bunch of different things in. That's like your expansion bay. You have the battery slot back here. And then this was... I mean, this was the temporal assembly. See, I think my problem with this mod is that I am hanging on to this temporal assembly because it was how you changed your machine from a flying machine to like a water machine. And that's not the case anymore. Now you make the flying machine, and it stays a flying machine forever. That's what it is. Your lawnmower doesn't become a Ferrari, you know? So I think I'm hung up on the fact that I created like little connecting diodes here, and then you put a chip on here. You know, like I think that's a problem. And I can't really, I mean, like something like that, right? The chip, you would think that would be like the speed, but then I made the speed module that increases speed. Right? Like that is the speed enhancement. Which I kind of like a little more, right? So it has a basic speed, unless you want to put this on. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what I should use this for. Because I do like the idea now of having it increase speed. But then that contradicts this. I think I out of the two, I like this better for speed. Because it should be a choice, right? You're sacrificing having someone else in there or carrying, you know, an inventory to be able to move faster. What could I make this? What could this be? It's not the battery. There we go. We'll get a basic engine battery. Man, that raises max capacity, and that makes sense, right? It's a battery. I do have to make them look different. So this needs to look different. These probably should look different. I think I'll probably modify the model so like maybe it has less pipes here. Like maybe this isn't like a full diode here. Maybe this would just be like the very basic model. I don't know. Or maybe this could be the middle of the road model and I can keep adding stuff in there. And I got to redo these models still. But I feel like I'm getting hung up though, right? Like this. Like what does that do? What does it do? I don't know. It kind of completes it though. I like it. I like it. I don't know. Anyone have a suggestion on this? Like what should this do? It's almost like I would have to think of like a whole new system. I would have to think of a whole new system for this. Because it can't affect fuel. Maybe it could be an energy shield to prevent damage. I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure how to do that, entity. Because really it's like to prevent damage. I mean, things aren't really, they would be attacking you from like ranged, I guess, but that's what durability is, right? I haven't even tested it, what happens if this breaks. Good, it actually has a broken state. We can repair it. I can keep repairing it. There we go. So I have it fully repaired now. What if I break it again? I can't remember if I have it in. I think I got rid of like the big detonation. Oh. Can you still pilot this thing? I haven't even tested it. Let's do ignition key. Nope. Good. Wow, I like it when something actually works. There we go. And you'll have to take the key out and then put it back in. Oh, it's actually out of time when it breaks. Yeah, that's right. We need to either put pellets in this. I think we need to put a pellet in this. Machine. That looks gnarly. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's let that chug. Maybe it could be used to teleport like a translocator or store up a charge to take you back to the landing pad. You would think that would be like my beacon. I had an idea to make a beacon that you could register these machines to and then like recall back to the beacon. Lots of cool changes to this mod from what I remember. Yeah, I'm trying to embrace like you're adding parts, right, to the machine. There we go, we can turn it on. There we go. Whew, that speed module is peppy. I just wanted to come over here. There we go, shut it off. There we go, charge it up. But the coolest feature though, Entity, is literally putting in the key to turn it on. You don't do it from like the little GUI anymore and press the button. Like now it's you just sit in your seat, right, and you put in your key and it turns it on. Love it. I love it. I mean, I think this maybe the temporal assembly slot isn't needed anymore. Maybe I shouldn't force it. You know what it could be? I'm thinking about it now. Kind of reminds me of the utility slot though. My first thought was, well, I could make it like a module slot. Like my original thought for the mod was, you know, you would put in a module and it's an expansion module, right? So the machine now does something else, whatever that something is. So like, you know, for this, right? Pop this into here. Now you got the inventory. Oops, boop. You know, these are for speed. You want someone else to sit with you, right? Bam. Now someone can sit in the back seat and fly around. Oop. Like, what would this do? I already have a speed module. It would be lame to like break off speed from maneuverability. And I have different versions of this temporal assembly. What if instead of a temporal module, you make a swappable license plate? I had joked about that. Adding a little box down here and making like a license plate you can put on. But then people are gonna want to type their own stuff in. Like I tried to float the idea, and they're like, "Oh, you could upload your own picture," and I'm like, guys, I don't know how the hell to do any of that. Like this would be a predestined, like God-fearing image that I put in, right? That does something like it's always going to be that static license plate. But a license plate would have been something like once this is like in people's hands, right? That's a little vanity thing, you know. I wanted to add something to the top balloon here too. Man, I don't know. You could write on signs though, that could be the license plate. No, it kind of can't be, because that's like NBT data or something. I forgot what they call it here. It's like saved onto a block, so it's like part of a block entity. It's the whole signage thing is a very specific thing and a very specific renderer. It's not an entity, right? So it's those two systems don't really like go into each other. I know because I have tried. I wanted to be able to put like a banner on the side. It just didn't work out well. Actually, it didn't work at all. So, yeah, and then I moved on to Christmas lights, wanting to add Christmas lights to the side. I think I'm just hung up on the fact that I think it looks cool having that there. You know, it doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that bad without it. It actually opens it up more because I want to extend the batteries down. So it looks like the bigger batteries like are better, you know, like bigger. I'm running out of ideas, so I feel like module needs to be there too. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, look at it. Look at it. It wants to be there. And then what does this one do, right? Look at that one. That looks like it should be doing something. Something powerful. I feel like I'm forcing it though. I gotta think about it. I mean, what if it wasn't just the module? I could gut the whole engine, but then see, my problem here is why make it a swappable part using the system if it doesn't do anything, right? Like, it has to add to the quality of the machine somehow. It doesn't make sense that the durability would increase, you know? Like, now you got like 40 durability. I don't think this thing would protect you. You know what I mean? That's not really what the Jonas equipment was like kind of all about. You could have it generate power over time as a fuel alternative. I don't know. This is a tough one. There, let's pull that out. See, my first thought was something with like fuel efficiency. Because I'm like, the battery can do, you know, it can increase the maximum storage, right? So instead of 10 minutes putting in this basic battery, you get 30 minutes maximum. Oh, I never turned this. Oh, this isn't turned on. Oh, I broke this. I'm remembering I logged into this world. There we go. Now it's a block entity that can recharge. I thought it was weird. I'm like, it saw it, but the block wasn't charging my machine. There we go. Now it's charging it up. But see, the problem with using this is like fuel efficiency is I have everything calculated. 1 tick per second. So once I start getting into like, well, it's gonna tick once every 5 seconds, all of my time calculations have to be redone, which was a pain to do. Like this is doing a lot of conversions right now to format it and do everything. So that threw this whole like the temporal assembly as fuel efficiency out the window. And not only that, it doubles over for like the battery, right? Like, you know, your maximum capacity, like it's like another power thing. I don't know. That's why I'm thinking like maybe this should be just part. I like the fact that you can pull it off and put it back on though. Damn it, this is hard. Weeks. I have been thinking about this for weeks. Think of it as a solar panel on the roof of an electric car. See, my hope was... So this was the idea, right? You have like the fun little vanity slot there, right? Where you can put your lantern on, right? We'll just put that down. Right? The ignition slot, of course, turns it on and off now. Your driver's seat, that hasn't changed, right? Whoever's in this seat drives. The utility slot could be, this is your expansion slot, right? Either someone sits there, you could store things there, or you can, you know, you can make your machine move faster, right? And then, but that's the utility, right? And then back here, you know, you would have fuel, and then whatever this was would affect, like, a basic component of the machine. I mean, would it make sense to increase durability? But then, I mean, durability is not really something that readily goes down. And I made it to where, you know, you could just come over here and, you know, you can repair and just keep adding the durability on here. Bam, another 5 durability. Bam, another, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really... I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough one. I don't want to lose it, but I don't think I can do anything with it either. Yeah, I don't want to lose it, but... And see, and the problem too is, like, again, I can't have the polymorphic machines. Like, you can't add the flying assembly to this chassis and all of a sudden a blimp appears. And like with this new rider accessory system, it needs to be static to like a specific entity, registered entity. So these positions have to be in the same position for the flying machine, or else it gets really wonky. And that's what this was, right? You would put the water on, and all of a sudden, bam, the whole thing's a water machine, right? You put the flying on, and bam, it's a flying machine. And that just isn't how it works anymore. Brad, you could turn it into a module for some of your other mods. I don't do... The mods all stay separate. They all stay separate. I don't know how to... You know, and this is the thing, I don't know how to do full integration with mods using, like, you know, code from another mod. I tried once and it failed epically. Closest I can get is patches. See Entity though, this is like hard. I feel like I'm forcing it. I feel like I'm forcing it because I really like I really like this. I think it would feel good to be like, boom, upgraded. Now it does blah. You know? What? Okay. What if this was speed? Battery, your maximum charge storage, the speed of your machine, the speed module could come in one type, and then by putting that speed module in, it would just double whatever this value was for speed. So you can upgrade how your maneuverability and everything as a whole, and then if you want that extra kick, you can put the expansion here, right? The speed adapter in to like overcharge it, right? Adding more to your engine. Would that work, or would that be too redundant? Look at that. Look at it rocking. Oh, you know what? Let's put the fastest speed module in. What do you think, Entity? Is it too redundant? Let's take that out. Here, the ViesCraft one. There we go. Feels pretty good. Oh, Entity, another thing that it does. You see the balloon there? Oh, hold on. I'm terrible at trying to drive. Balloon has collision now. The balloon part has collision. So you can't just like plow and glitch completely through. There are colliders now. So your cab has colliders and the balloon does. That was a happy little thing I did. I almost said happy little accident. It was no accident. It took effort. Looking forward to trying this out. Looks fun. It's pretty much, yeah, and it's pretty much done. There we go. Let's recharge this. All right. So to shut it off, let me just take out my key. There we go. And it's charging up. 74%. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I'll have to think about this. Because there probably should be a maximum. You know, and this is the other thing, too. I would love to just focus on having this bring flying machines in. I would love for it to just be flying machines. No sea machines, no ground machines, just flying machines. And I want to make a big version of a flying machine that's going to be similar to this, where multiple seats, big balloon. Like I want like a big version of it. Because one of the big things is that the people complain that the flying machine is always the slowest, right? The ground machine is like middle of the road for speed. The water machine is super fast, right? I had to do it that way because I need to balance things. Doesn't make sense to put in a sea machine and a ground machine when they're all the same speed, and you can just hop in your flying machine and literally fly over mountains and every obstacle, away from all creature spawns, you know, like it's so there was a maximum to try and balance out the fact that you had more mobility and you could go more places. Well, the ones with more restrictions would just be super fast. If I don't have water machines and ground machines, then I can keep the balloon speed pretty quick because I don't have to balance against anything. So this feels pretty good right now. Being able to just like cruise around. And I can make this faster. Like this could be the middle of the road speed. There we go. Boop, pop the key out. So, I don't know. What I'm gonna try to do, be cheeky, is the initial release for this, it's only gonna have the flying machine. And I think I'm gonna pretty it up too, and I'll be like, hey, yeah, and this is the speed of the flying machine. Because then what I could do with like the ground machine, I could definitely just make the ground machine model a flying machine, right? So then you can have, you know, this version of flying machine, or you can have the hovercraft be a flying machine, or, you know, anything like that. Would it be insane to add a projectile weapon to the flying machine? Yes. I've tried it. It doesn't work well. Biggest thing here is, how are you going to see the targets beneath you? I had the idea to be able to drop bombs from the bay. Okay, so you can't see it here. There is a hidden square that I have textured with a transparent texture. It looks like dual hatches when I actually put the texture on. And the idea there was that you would drop bombs from the bottom. But see, this is the other part, because I had the hover machines and I had water, they can't have that same functionality, so I never put in the bomb dropping system. Because you would blow yourself up with the hover machine, all right, the ground machine, and you probably would blow yourself up with the water machine too, if I give bombs collision with water on contact. So it's like it was limiting adding the other machine types to the mod. And this is the other thing too. We, back when I added this stuff, like I remember we had like no boat mods really, right? And then it's like, oh, we had like the joy of sailing. That's like, okay, well, I remember as I was finishing the Sea Machine, the update came out that added rafts in the game. And it's like, oh, this was the whole point. There were no rafts, so I was going to add the Sea Machine as the, stopgap, but beat me to it, For ground stuff, like when I made this mod, I mean, that's when Feverstone Wilds was coming out, right? Now you have horses and stuff, right? There's the vehicle API. I feel like I need to focus on one particular mode of transportation, because like my Sea Machines aren't going to look as good as Joy of Sailing. They're not going to have the sails going up and down. They're not going to use like wind direction and stuff. I don't have time to really do anything quite like that, right? For like water machines, because each one's going to have to be, it's basically like 3 mods in one right now. So that's been my thought. I'm going to try and ease into it and be like, hey, everyone, like, this is the flying machine. It's fast. It feels good. It syncs up. Like, it's perfect, You can add all this stuff to it. And then just hope that people aren't like, when are you going to add the others? That's what I'm hoping. Hey. So yeah, let's find someone to raid. No, I kind of wanted to. Who is actually playing Vintage Story? We have a lot more people streaming these days. This is awesome. Who should we raid? Anyone have any suggestions? I always, looking at the list, I always end up finding myself, and I'm like, oh, hey, looks like someone's using the machine mod. I'm like, oh, that's me. Or if I'm working on magic, it's like, oh, look at that, someone else has some magic. It's like, no, it's me. Who am I following? We got Drax Fantastic. We have Grosh Streams. I'm following them. A lot of the people that I follow are playing like other games. Show more. Wow, there are a lot of people streaming right now. I don't know. Any suggestions? If not, I'm gonna throw it to someone at random. So much to do, so little twine. I guess we could do wolf pepper, maybe? We'll do someone new. Hepner. We'll raid them. /raid. There we go. There we go. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We made some progress today, I think. I feel like it was a lot of just kind of like going back and forth. Like nothing really, yeah, I don't know. Nothing really substantial. The new update is out. Make sure you grab it for the magic mod. Let me know how the spawns feel. It's not going to have the sentry stuff that I just did, like reflected in it, obviously, but yeah. All right, thanks everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, adios. Have a good Friday. See you later. Bye.